Two friends each invested $50,000. One bought a rental property. The other bought index funds. 10 years later, one of them had more than double the wealth of the other, and it's probably not the one you're betting on.
My name is Santosh, and I spend way too much time thinking about where money actually grows the fastest. If you've ever stood in front of a calculator trying to decide between saving for a house or just throwing your money into the stock market, this video is for you. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you think more clearly about your money. Everyone has an opinion about this. Your uncle says real estate always wins. They're not making more land. Your coworker says stocks are passive. Real estate is a second job. Both of them sound confident. Both of them are missing half the story. Here's why this matters. This isn't just a debate for finance nerds. It's the single biggest decision most people make with their long-term money. And most people decide based on feelings, not math. Meet Daniel, 29 years old, living in Austin, Texas. He works as a mechanical engineer, earning $68,000 a year. Daniel saved up $40,000 over 5 years of disciplined budgeting. He's proud of it. It's the most money he's ever had in one place. He has two options sitting in his head, fighting each other every night before he falls asleep. Option 1, put a down payment on a rental property, become a landlord, build equity. Option 2, put it all in a low-cost S&P 500 index fund and forget about it. Daniel keeps flip-flopping. One week he's watching real estate videos, picturing himself collecting rent checks. The next week he's reading about Warren Buffett and feeling like stocks are the smart person's move. He's stuck, not because he lacks money, but because he lacks a framework. And that hesitation, it's costing him more than either choice would. Here's the real reason this decision feels so hard. Real estate feels safer because you can see it and touch it. You can drive by your property. That's called the tangibility bias. Our brains trust what we can physically observe more than numbers on a screen, even when the numbers tell a different story. Stocks, on the other hand, feel scary because of volatility. You watch your portfolio drop 15% in a month, and your brain screams, sell. That's loss aversion. The pain of losing money hits about twice as hard, psychologically, as the pleasure of gaining the same amount. So people don't actually choose based on returns. They choose based on which discomfort they can tolerate. Let's actually run it. Scenario A. Real estate. Daniel buys a $200,000 rental property with $40,000 down, 20%. Over 10 years, say the property appreciates at a historical average of about 4% a year. The home is now worth roughly $296,000. After mortgage paydown and rental income, minus expenses, repairs, vacancies, and property management, his actual cash equity might land around $150,000 to $170,000, but only after a decade of phone calls, repairs, and tenant headaches. Scenario B. Stocks. Daniel puts the same $40,000 into an S&P 500 index fund. Historically, the market has returned around 9 to 10% annually over long stretches, including dips and crashes. At 9% average annual growth, $40,000 becomes roughly $94,700 after 10 years, completely hands-off. Now, here's the twist most people miss. Real estate uses leverage. Daniel only put down $40,000 on a $200,000 asset. That leverage can boost his real returns significantly, sometimes even outperforming stocks on the property alone. But once you subtract closing costs, maintenance, property taxes, insurance, and the value of Daniel's time, the gap narrows fast. And if Daniel doesn't have the temperament to deal with a broken water heater at 11 p.m., real estate isn't actually his 10%. It's a part-time job disguised as an investment. Most people ask, which investment is better? That's the wrong question. The right question is, which investment will I actually stick with for 10 years without panic selling or burning out? The best investment isn't the one with the highest theoretical return. It's the one you'll actually hold on to when things get uncomfortable. A 9% return you stick with beats a 12% return you abandon halfway through. Financially successful people don't pick the best asset. They pick the asset that matches their patience, their time, and their stomach for risk. Then they stay consistent for years. Here's what you can actually do, starting today. Ask yourself honestly, do you want to manage something or do you want to ignore something? There's no wrong answer, just an honest one. Start small and split your bet. You don't need $40,000 to choose. Open a brokerage account. Fidelity, Vanguard, or Charles Schwab in the US, Hargreaves Lansdown in the UK, Wealthsimple in Canada, ComSec in Australia, and start automatic monthly investing, even if it's $100. If real estate excites you, start by researching REITs first. Real estate exposure without becoming a landlord overnight. Automated. Whatever you choose, set up automatic transfers so the decision is made once, not every month. Review yearly, not daily. Checking your portfolio every day is how loss aversion wins. Checking once a year is how patience wins.
Daniel didn't need a perfect answer. He needed a answer, one he could commit to without flip-flopping every Sunday night. The truth is, both stocks and real estate can build real wealth. What destroys wealth is staying frozen for 5 years while your money sits in a savings account earning nothing. Pick your path. Automate it. Give it a decade. Because the people who win with money aren't the ones who picked the perfect investment. They're the ones who picked an investment and never stopped.